My name is David, and I came to Tustin Longevity Center, and I had some major problems. The doctor that I had before, unfortunately, gave me testosterone, and the testosterone, he gave it to me all wrong, and my hormones were completely off kilter, and I didn't know what it was. And he didn't know what it was either. The drug was getting me nervous because my hormones were fluctuating tremendously. So I went in there one day and I was nervous. I was sort of crying a little bit to him. And he gave me an anti-anxiety. I took it for 5 weeks and it was making me worse. And I went back to him and said, "Oh, you could just stop." The nurse said I could just stop. So I stopped. I started to tremble. It made me even worse. And then I went to another doctor, and he cold turkeyed me off the medicine. I couldn't believe it. I was taking it for years. So I cold turkeyed off and listened to him because I was desperate trying to figure out what was going on. The whole time it was the anti-anxieties and the hormones being fluctuated tremendously, throwing everything off. Biggest mistake in my life. I listened to him, cold turkeyed off it. As time went on, I was getting weaker and weaker and weaker. No one knew. I started seeing doctors left and right. Each one made me worse. They were completely clueless, and they were just giving me prescriptions for Lyrica. I took the Lyrica, another huge mistake, because that has the worst side effects that I've ever seen, and maybe out of all the drugs, it's one of the worst. But there's a lot of bad drugs. Between the hormones and the testosterone that I was taking, the commercial testosterone, and the herbs, caused me to have mania. So I didn't know what I was doing. I couldn't think. My thinking was completely gone. They upped me on, they raised me, instead of the Xanax, they put me on Klonopin, 2 milligrams. I'm on a lot of milligrams with that. Then he gave me, for the nerve damage, the Lyrica, and they also gave me Elavil, which is an antidepressant pill, an old pill. And that gave me the side effect of ringing in the ears. That's a beautiful side effect it gave me. Unfortunately, these pills are horrific. With the antidepressant and the Lyrica, because that's suicidal, I did try to commit suicide. My son was confused. I was crying all the time because my hormones were completely destroyed. So we're talking about major crying. I couldn't stop. Most people who have been in my situation, they don't make it out. Thank God I bumped into Ellie Thorpe. So she gave me this medicine called Nature-Throid, which is tremendous medicine for the thyroid. So I was able to balance out my hormones. It took a while, but I got it, and then I started feeling better. So I went from being able to do 1 push-up to 10. Now I could do 50. So it's a tremendous, think about that, that's amazing. So if you want to get better, definitely come see Dr. Ellie Thorpe. She will definitely lead you to the right, to the promised land, as they say. And it takes time, it's a process like everything else. But stay with it, and stay on it, and you will get better. I'm blessed. I'm very blessed. I'm fortunate. I get a second shot in life.